The chaos in Mandalika was a shocking moment in the world of MotoGP. After witnessing Marco Bezzecchi's brutal manoeuvre that sent Marc Márquez crashing hard on a fast corner, Fabio Quartararo finally spoke out. Emotions ran high, the paddock was in turmoil, and Bezzecchi became the target of criticism. Was this incident purely a racing accident, or was Bezzecchi's carelessness unforgivable? Let's discuss it. The heated atmosphere at the Pertamina Mandalika International Circuit turned tense in a matter of seconds. The first lap of the 2025 Mandalika MotoGP, which was expected to be a fierce duel between the titans, ended in a horrific crash. Two big names, Marc Márquez and Marco Bezzecchi, were involved in a crash so severe that Marquez was thrown from his bike and required hospitalization. But amid the chaos, one figure witnessed it all from close range. Yamaha rider Fabio Quartararo, the primary eyewitness to the drama. According to Quartararo, the incident occurred at Turn 7, one of the most technical and dangerous sections of the circuit. This narrow downhill section often becomes a hotspot early in a race, but this time the limits were truly exceeded. "I was right behind them, maybe 2 bikes apart," said Quartararo. Bezzecchi came up the inside at too much speed. There was no room to pass there. Marquez was already on the ideal line, but he kept pushing. The contact was unavoidable. The collision between Bezzecchi's Aprilia and Marquez's Ducati GP25 looked violent in the replay. Marquez's bike lifted in an instant, throwing the rider high into the air before he hit the gravel trap hard. Quartararo, who was right behind him, almost got caught up in it. "I hit the brakes as hard as I could immediately. It was the most nerve-wracking moment in recent years. I almost hit him. I could only pray that Marquez was okay." After the race, Quartararo didn't hold back. In a serious tone, he said that Bezzecchi's actions had crossed the line of racing ethics. "The first lap is always full of adrenaline, but there's a limit," he said. "We're all professionals. We know when to attack and when to hold back." What he did was clearly excessive. He also emphasized that Turn 7 is not an ideal place for passing, especially on the first lap when the tyres are cold and the riders are close together. It's a fast downhill corner. If you lose even half a metre, you lose control. Unfortunately, that's what happened to Marco. After the incident, yellow flags were immediately waved in several sections of the circuit. Medical personnel rushed to Marc Márquez's side. He appeared to be in pain, clutching his right shoulder. The paddock suddenly fell silent. Everyone knew this was no ordinary accident. Marquez was rushed to the medical centre for initial treatment before being flown to Madrid by medical jet for further examination. Initial reports indicated a fractured right clavicle, but the Ducati medical team was awaiting additional MRI results to determine if there were any other serious shoulder injuries. If so, Marquez's chances of competing in the next round could be in jeopardy. Meanwhile, Marco Bezzecchi appeared devastated despite escaping serious injury and having a badly damaged bike. He immediately went to the Ducati paddock to apologise to Marquez and the entire team, expressing remorse. Shortly afterward, Aprilia racing boss Massimo Rivola came to the scene to offer an official apology for the incident and promised to evaluate his rider's actions internally. However, for Fabio Quartararo, who witnessed the incident live on the track, an apology alone wasn't enough. "I appreciate their good intentions," he said coolly, but it was still an ill-considered manoeuvre. Quartararo's sharp comments quickly became a hot topic in the paddock and online. Many praised him for his courageous honesty as a rider who understands the risks of the track. "I know how quickly things can change. In a split second you can be on the podium or in the hospital," he reflected. "We all want to win, but not like that." Quartararo also discussed the safety issues at the Mandalika Circuit, especially the gravel trap area, which he believes exacerbates the impact of accidents. Marquez's bike bounced too hard. That means the gravel was either too compact or uneven. "I think the organisers need to re-examine that area," he said. Other riders, such as Alex Marquez and Joan Mir, echoed these sentiments, emphasising the need for a thorough evaluation of the runoff system at Mandalika. In the Ducati camp, anger was evident. Several team members were visibly upset in the paddock, some slammed their headsets and refused to comment to the media. The initially excited pre-race atmosphere turned tense and somber within minutes. Internal sources revealed that Gigi Dall'Igna was furious over the incident and deemed Bezzecchi's manoeuvre inappropriate for MotoGP. The Ducati technical director reportedly held a closed-door meeting with the engineers immediately after the race to discuss next steps. Crash.net reported that the Ducati team is analysing telemetry data to determine if Bezzecchi braked too late into the corner. We will examine the data on corner entry and braking points. If there's anything wrong, we will take action, said one of the Ducati technicians solemnly. Several mechanics were seen crying after seeing Marquez's bike destroyed again, even though they had just repaired it twice following a crash in practice. We repaired the bike twice in 2 days. We thought everything was fine, but Marc crashed again, through no fault of his own. It hurts, said one technician with swollen eyes. A senior crew member said the garage felt like something had been lost. Marquez was considered to have brought new energy to the team, so seeing him get injured again due to another rider's mistake was a heavy blow to the entire Ducati family. Despite his bruised body and injured shoulder, Marquez displayed the spirit of a true champion. After 2 crashes in practice and a major incident in the main race, he reassured his team. "I will fight as hard as I can for Ducati," he told his crew. His words boosted the team's morale. Although he ultimately couldn't finish the race, his efforts at Mandalika earned him immense respect. Gigi Dall'Igna hugged him tightly in the garage and called him a rider with a heart of steel. After 2 crashes in practice, many would have given up, but not Marquez. Marquez demonstrated the true meaning of a fighter, Dall'Igna told Italian media. The Marquez-Bezzecchi incident at Mandalika is a stark reminder to the modern MotoGP world that the line between courage and recklessness is thin. Marco Bezzecchi, on the one hand, represents a new generation of risk-taking riders who grew up in an era of extreme speed and limitless ambition. He embodies youthful enthusiasm and is unwilling to bow down to anyone's fame. On the other hand, Marc Márquez embodies experience, sharp instincts, and wisdom born of repeated injuries, falls, and comebacks. As Fabio Quartararo himself emphasised, aggression is allowed, but it must be calculated. These words capture the true essence of racing. Uncontrolled speed leads to destruction. On a technical track like Mandalika, where every corner can be deadly, one small mistake can alter the course of a career, ruin a reputation, or even end a life. It's a bitter lesson that now resonates throughout the MotoGP paddock. The Mandalika incident was more than just a racing accident. It reignited a major debate about the ethical boundaries of competition, circuit safety, and the mentality of the current generation of riders. Amidst it all, Fabio Quartararo emerged as a voice of honesty. If Marquez is forced to miss the next round, can Ducati remain strong without its star? Let us know your thoughts below.